All right, I think we're live. Sweet. Okay. So there are a couple topics I wanted to talk about. I figured going live would be the easiest way. But there's a chance the kids might run in the room and my dog might bark. So I'm going to go, if my dog barks, I'm putting her downstairs. And well, let me mute this. This isn't going to work for me. Okay, there we go. But I'm going to try and distract them if I think they're, about to lose it. So right now my son's doing a good job staying in the other room. So with that, some of the topics, let me pull it up here. And at the end, if you guys have any questions throughout, just put question at the beginning and I'll come and check it out and answer any questions at the end. So a lot of stuff going on. There's still some things I can't really say because they haven't materialized yet, but there's a lot of good stuff going on. I do have some reviews coming up on my channel for various things, games. So I'm excited about that. Different products, third-party products, third-party publishers. So I will be doing those. Now, the big thing that I'm really excited about, and it's the most immediate thing, is I'm going to be running a Palladium Books Heroes Unlimited one-shot. And as of last night, we picked up 3 new players for it, so we're up to 6. I'm not going to accept any more. 6 players is my absolute, it's beyond my max normally. But there's 3 people I play with in Tomb of Annihilation that I think would be awesome to have them play with us. So it's Paul, who wants to play a multiple man type of hero. It's Alejandro, who wants to play an acrobat. That guy named Nathan, who wants to play like a martial artist. And we have, it looks like Andre is willing to play, Andre Martinez. We might have Amanda from also the Dork Vision group and Tomb of Annihilation game. She plays Nordle in our game. And then John Allen Large, who might also play. Now, I don't know what those 3 would want to play as a character type. I did, however, see a comment yesterday in a D&D group. I think it was yesterday. Maybe it was 2 days ago. And it got me thinking. They were asking about if Palladium Books is like a D20 system or something. I don't know. So anyways, the topic got going, and I saw a Palladium post, so I jumped in on it and started talking to people. And there was a guy who said, oh, TMNT was, a game that he had fond memories of. And then it made me think, what if instead of making all these different types of characters, what if I gave everybody one of the 4 Ninja Turtles, Casey Jones, and Splinter? So we had 6 characters. Those are the characters we play. And play like that. Would that be interesting for those people? So I haven't even asked them yet. This is the first time I'm bringing that idea up. I have them all. They're in the Heroes or the TMNT book. But we could play TMNT with 4 Ninja, and it's the Palladium system. It's 4 Ninja Turtles, Splinter, Casey Jones, or whatever. Maybe there's a different character from that universe somebody would want to play. I might have the characters, might not. The RPG is mostly based off the comic book. But it does have at least them, and it has April and a couple others. So if that's an idea they'd be interested in, that'd be really easy. I could just print out the sheets and we could play in a couple weeks. No problem. One of the other things so there's that, or I could go with what I've been doing and create more Palladium Books, Heroes Unlimited characters. The big thing is I want these people to try the system. Let me know if he's too loud, but he's playing, so I'm not going to bug him. But yeah, it'd be a Thursday evening, probably between 8 and 11 for a 2-hour game. So I'd like to keep it a shorter game. I like to do it that way. And I like a lot of player agency. So there's that. So that was topic number 1. And I'm still willing to make the characters. But, it's up to the group. I'm going to leave it up to the 6 who are interested in playing. If anybody else is interested in possibly playing a TMNT game sometime, I might be willing to run a one-shot for the Ninja Turtles. So there is that as well. You can fight a bunch of foot soldiers and possibly Shredder and we just have a good time. The other thing I wanted to talk about, last night we played Tomb of Annihilation over on Dork Vision. Go check that out. The link is in the description below. Tomb of Annihilation, we were just getting up to Firefinger. I don't know how many sessions we've played, but we've been playing for about 6 months, I think. Maybe a little less, but it feels like about 6 months. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I had one character die. I'm on my second character in the campaign. And we are right now we just got to the top of Firefinger last night. I found we have a player who hasn't been able to make it because of his job. And, he's a manager at a place down in, on the East Coast. I think one of the Carolinas. I think it's North Carolina. And, I think they had laid off another manager, and so he had been working a lot more hours, so he wasn't able to play. Well, last night there came a situation where 2 Terrafolk are pulling at him, and I kind of found myself rooting for them to rip him in half. I mean, the player wasn't there, but I was kind of rooting for it, and it made me think I'm probably an adversarial DM. I was getting a lot of enjoyment out of the fact that this character was about to die. And then it made me look back on other times, like when characters died. And then after the game, we were talking about it, because I actually realized it after the game. But we were talking in the chat last night, and some of the other players were like, is that why you make stupid decisions? Because like we ran by some Sturges who didn't notice us at one point, and I swung my axe at them, which if I'd have hit him, it would have brought all the attention of like the 10 Sturges on us. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I guess I really enjoy player death, and yeah. So, hi, I'm Juice, and I might be an adversarial DM. Adversarial DMs Anonymous. Join today. But yeah, so there was that. And, you can catch that over on Dork Vision. I don't know what session it was, but it was a lot of fun. It was a pretty laid back game, some good laughs, and it was fun. So, and it was going into it, I was really out of it because I had fallen asleep with my son in his bed. And when I woke up, it was like 20 minutes before game time, and my wife woke me up. She's like, hey, we're about to play. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll be down. And I almost fell back asleep. And I was just like, ugh. And I'm always so grumpy if I'm woken up from naps and stuff. So it was kind of funny. But no, I had fun. It took me a minute to remember how Roll20 worked for some reason. And I think it was just because I was so groggy and out of it. But yeah. Another thing that has been asked is, what is going on with Master the Game and that YouTube channel that I started? It's still going to happen. I've been trying to figure out some stuff. I haven't figured out my green screen yet. I'm probably not going to use it at first. I am still planning on doing all my series like I had discussed. However, I'm going to start the Master the Game channel with an intro to role-playing. Like, what is a role-playing game? And build on that. And then we're going to go into Dungeons and Dragons, my very first game system I'm going to cover. And when I get into it, it's going to be, how does Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition work? And then we're going to go into some optimizing player classes, how to deal with that as a DM. I have all sorts of video ideas for that. And so they're all going to happen. I have started filming some stuff for that. And I've scrapped a lot of stuff. Normally I don't scrap a lot of video stuff, but I want to do it right. So I am still doing that. It is still going to happen. It is taking a lot longer than I expected, but I'm pretty excited about where it's going and the ideas I have. I'm more excited about that than I've ever been about a video series or anything on this channel. And I've had some all right ones before. So there's that. After I do Dungeons & Dragons, I'm strongly considering doing the same thing for Palladium books on the Master the Game channel. So it'll be 5th edition, and then I'm going to go into Palladium books. That's my first 2 plans as of right now. Assuming nothing changes, that's what will happen. But yeah, so there's that. That's what's going on with Master of the Game. If you're interested, go over to the Master of the Game YouTube channel and subscribe. You can find it by going to my channel page for Tabletop Gaming with Juce. And on the right-hand side, I think it's other channels I run. I think there's a link to it right there. If not, you can probably find the video with my intro for Master of the Game, and you can find it there as well. Also, so something else that's kind of come up and some other people have talked about, not too much in their videos, but behind the scenes, I've had a lot of conversations with other YouTubers about YouTube changing their partnership program and how that's affected, them, or how it will affect them. It's not going to change anything about this channel. It's not going to change anything about Master of the Game or any of that. They've made it so you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time. I think I'm like 65% of the way there. And you also have to have 1,000 subscribers. I have 2,300 and something. And I shared the stats over in the Master of the Game Facebook group recently. So I'm like 65% there. It's, again, not a big deal. I mean, that's still another, I think, 80,000 minutes of watch time that I need to get there by tomorrow, or I lose monetization. But other than that, I heard they're not taking away any features. And because they're not taking away features, I don't think it'll affect me here. So we'll see. Usually when YouTube does something like this, it changes how certain other things work. They're always playing with the layout of stuff. And it used to be so much easier to go in and do these live streams because it was like 1 click, 2 clicks, done. Now I've got to like click on 4 different things to get to here to live stream. But we'll see. Hopefully they don't change things too much. I don't foresee that happening. I haven't heard anything about that. Just they said that none of the features are going away. So that's the good thing. And I know other people. I actually have heard of a couple people in other communities quitting their channel because they don't have enough subs, and they have a ton of watch time, but they don't have enough subs. A couple guys who do technology-based things. There's one, I was just talking to him, oh gosh, just a handful of days ago. He actually made the app that I shared. I think it was the guy that made the app that I shared. But he has like 500 subscribers and hundreds, like just tons of watch time. And he said he makes quite a bit. And I talked to Paul in the chat, and he said he knows some animators who are losing their partnership, and they were making a good amount off of it as well. If you're that good and you have fans that are that loyal to your stuff, I mean, there's other ways to make that money, Patreon and things like that. I'm not changing anything. I'm not promoting my Patreon or anything. I haven't touched my Patreon in a long time. I should probably just take it down. But yeah, so that's that. No big deal. Other things. So I'm somebody who comes up with a ton of ideas. I'm a very good idea man. I've come up with, mechanics ideas for RPGs, board games, and I try to write them all down. World building ideas, just all sorts of things. And right now, I have a project that I came up with a few weeks ago where I really started getting serious about it. But, obviously like normal, real life kind of steps in. I've talked to 2 people about it, but one person in particular. And we've been hashing out some ideas in the background. I haven't talked to him about it in a few days. Paul, you might know him. He lives out by you, and his name's Paul. No, I'm just kidding. It's Paul. I've been talking to Paul about some ideas. But I haven't been able to work on that. I haven't had time, unfortunately. We're right now, I don't know if I've mentioned it. I think I have. We have baby number 3 on the way. And so we've been trying to do some stuff around the house, and we're moving our son into our daughter's room. They're going to have a bunk bed, so we have to get a bunk bed. We have to sell their old beds. And so actually that's what I've been doing this past weekend. I took his bed apart and stuff, and his mattress is on the floor. And today we're taking apart Lily's bed, and hopefully by Thursday that'll be gone. And my wife is gone Wednesday. She's coming out to Washington for some like vendor seminar thing. I don't know, for a couple days. So it's gonna be me and the kids only. So yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on. But you know, I regularly come up with different ideas for role-playing games, for board games. Rarely do I use them or put them to use other than jotting down some notes. But if you guys were the state, so out by you, Paul, by Seattle, West Coast. Sorry, it's getting loud. But yeah, so she'll be gone for a few days, and that's gonna make things a little difficult for me around here with the kids and everything. And yeah, hey, will you go put the basket back in Lily's, or go put the basket in Mommy and Daddy's room, buddy? Thank you. Hey, no, don't bite. Put it on Mommy and Daddy's bed. You can pretend it's a boat. Just don't let Shadow in there and close the door. So yeah, if that was something you would like to see, maybe me share some of my ideas publicly, ones that I definitely don't think I'll ever use. Maybe I'll do some videos with that. I have no problem putting those out there. I think that would be cool. Alejandro, were you here when I had mentioned possibly Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Just comment below if you have. Now, that pretty much covers all the topics I've discussed. So if you guys have questions or whatever, I'm happy to discuss other things. Hang on one second. Let me go handle this for a brief second. Give me a minute. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Just that was getting a little loud for me. So Alejandro, I was in a group yesterday talking. Someone had started a thread about Palladium books, asking if it was a D20 system, yada yada yada. Okay, you go potty. So when he was asking about it, I jumped in, obviously, because it's Palladium books. And one of the things that came up was someone said, oh, TMNT was my favorite Palladium game, because Palladium books they originally had the IP for TMNT in the 80s, before the movies, before the cartoons. And so one of the ideas I had based on that, because it just kind of came to me, was that, well, we could play Ninja Turtles, and I'll have a fourth player, and then that person will be all four turtles. Well, yesterday, 3 people, so we already had 3 new people wanted to play, or interested in playing, and then I thought, oh, we could do 4 Ninja Turtles, Splinter, and Casey Jones. I'm not scrapping the previous idea if that's what you guys want to do. I'm just asking you guys what you would prefer. If you'd rather play TMNT, we can do that. If you'd rather play just generic heroes that I make, we can do that. I'm okay with either one. It's the same system, works the same way. The actions and everything. Nobody was taken because we haven't really discussed it yet. I just brought it up in this live stream. So, yeah, so we can do whatever you would feel like doing. Hang on one second. Let me read this. Sorry, client texted me, so let me reply back. Sorry. Hang on one sec, guys. All right. Sorry. Didn't want a naked son getting on film. So we if we do TMNT, then the characters are made mostly based on they're made based on the comic books. It was before the movies and the cartoons. But I can run it more like the movies or the cartoons or whatever, if that would be something you guys would want. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. Oh yeah. All the turtles are awesome. So let me scroll up. Let me see if there were any actual questions before. The Mapronomicon said, I love TMNT. I have 6 of the role-playing books. I only have TMNT and Other Strangeness. I don't have the other Ninja Turtles books, unfortunately. I think one's like Ninja Turtles Go to Hollywood and Dimensional Time Travel or something. I don't have those ones, unfortunately. Paul says, sounds like good plans. Then we can introduce you to other systems, get you knee-deep in systems. We could. I will be honest, and I don't know if I would just do 5th edition straight through with Master of the Game, or if I would do like the Core 4 and do some DM tips, and then jump to some Palladium, and then, kind of mix it up. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, or if I'm just going to stick with one until I feel like I've exhausted it. I feel like if I do the Core 4 with 5th edition classes, and then I do some GM tips, and then go into maybe another system like Palladium and do like the basics there, I think then it kind of opens it up so I can always go back to a system and not feel like, oh, well, I did that a year ago and haven't touched it, and then just make playlists based on that, like Palladium books, basics, Palladium books, Palladium Fantasy, Heroes Unlimited basics, Rifts basics, whatever. I think that would probably be a way to do it. And then just with everything, just build on it. And if I feel like doing another system, I can start at the basics and build on that as well. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with Master of the Game. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like the idea. Okay, cool. So I think that pretty much touches everything there. Alejandro says, yeah, I don't have much contact with the comics. I got a collage head of their personalities from everywhere. So the comic books, they all were the same color. They weren't different colors. It was a little bit more adult themed rather than kid themed. Obviously the cartoons and the movies changed that, and it became more lighthearted. They still had the same kind of stuff. Yeah, darker, grittier. You should be able to get the books. They sell them. Pretty thick book now that's got a compilation of a bunch of the comic books. But it's not that the characters are different. It's just it's a little bit more goofy now than it was in the comic books. So, or with the cartoons and stuff, it's a little bit goofier and more kid friendly. Yeah, they could use their weapons, definitely. Like they actually hit somebody rather than kicking or punching only. Yeah, actually, that's funny. I haven't watched the cartoons or anything in a really long time. Did they ever do anything with their weapons? I don't think they did. Yeah, I'm not saying we have to play it dark. I'm just saying that's what that was based off of. That's all. So if there's something in the cartoon or something that you like, there's a chance it's not reflected on the character sheet is all. Yeah, I remember like the cartoon or the movie, they did stuff like that, like wrapped their opponents up with jump rope and stuff. Yeah, they beat up a lot of robots. That's true. So in the RPG, there are stats for Quang. I think his name was Quang or Kang. Kang, the little alien guy that's in the bodysuit. Shredder. I think Bebop and Rocksteady are in there. Or maybe it's something else. Shredder. Oh, no, you have the Terror Bears. So there's 4 bears that are there's some interesting stuff we can do. Let's just leave it at that. There's some interesting stuff. There's some good things in there. And then I could always use villains from my Villains Unlimited book as well, and they have superpowers, and so they'll be difficult. The Ninja Turtles, I think, are 6th level, so it's not like they're entry-level type of characters. As long as you don't bay it up. What do you mean bay it up? Alejandro says, what I would like the most is that if we play TMNT, the characters would be already made. Yeah, they're already made. It's in the book. Yeah, they're 100%. I have them. You can even find them online by Googling the TMNT characters for Palladium books. I think they're out there somewhere. But yeah, I have it. I can do I can scan it and send it to you guys, or type it up and send it to you. Because again, you won't need all the stats and stuff, especially depending on what kind of adventure I run. Alejandro says, which makes it quicker to play, and we all get to know each other and feel the system. Oh, wait, I missed a line. What I would like most, play TMT characters, already made, already read that. Oh, Michael Bay. You know, Michael Bay gets a lot of flack for his style of movies, doesn't he? I don't have this hatred that a lot of people do with Michael Bay. Sorry. Client asking me a bunch of questions. Like Transformers, I liked the first movie. I think I saw the second one, and after that, I haven't seen any others. And it's not because I disliked the first two. It's just I had seen it. I felt like they were kind of just rehashing the same thing. So, Alejandro says, "What do you peoples expect?" Wait, I'm assuming, what do you think people would expect or really like to see if we play TMNT? You know, I think not a lot of people know the comic books, so I would say they'd probably assume the cartoons. But yeah, that's about it. There's a Duke Nukem movie. They can't even release games on time. Like, why would they be doing a movie? Is he doing the Duke Nukem movie? I didn't know that. This is my first time hearing about the Duke Nukem movie. I would probably not watch it, to be honest. I remember the first game and like the stripper poles and stuff, and my friend had that game and like suck my boomstick. I remember that, but it was alright. It was funny at the time. I was like in middle school or something, right? Wasn't that late 90s? But yeah, so I don't think I'll ever try that out or anything. Caleb, buddy, watch out. You're going to mess it up by touching the keyboard, though. Come say hi. Come over here. Come right here. No. All right. He wants to say hi, so I'll let him say hi. See? Whoops. All right, you got to look right there. If you look right there instead of at yourself, look right here. I am. Yeah, but come here. Here. Look right here and say hi. Say hi, guys. Right there. And I'll tell you what they say. Paul says Michael Bay's production studio is doing it and starring John Cena. John Cena and Duke Nukem? Oh my goodness. That's a terrible idea. Yep, it is. Alejandro says, like, I want to fight Shredder, or please no Shredder, or I want it to stay goofy with no darkness. I think they would want to see the iconics, to be honest. But I'm running the game for us to play rather than the audience. I know. Hang on, buddy. Hang on. I'd probably want to run it, you know, however we would enjoy it. If we're planning on it being only a one-shot, then for sure, let's throw Shredder in there. Let's treat it like a boss fight. If we're doing it as maybe more than a single game, let's try something else. Let's use some stuff that isn't the iconics. Let's use the Terror Bears. Let's use maybe something else. Just my take on it. But we would do it episodic, like for 3 sessions or something. Alejandro says, that's some of the stuff I wonder when I ask what people would expect. Yeah, I understand where you're going. I got you. So our friend Paul says that is some monster truck. Yeah, it is. He likes his monster trucks. Don't you have another monster truck? Go get your other monster truck so we can show them. Go get it quick. We can show them. Or go get the red car and we can show them that. You want to show them another thing? Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, because again, you and Paul are the only ones I've really talked to about this. So what do you think, Alejandro? What would you rather play? And then Paul, I don't know, if we played TMNT, what would you be interested in? I'd love to save some people that are scared of us and have some goofy interactions, for example. Okay, yeah, that's definitely feasible. Yeah, is this your IKEA dog?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's going to poop.
Yeah. And get sad when people, when pizza is thrown out of reach. Maybe we'll homebrew a homebrew mechanic. We'll homebrew a mechanic that if you eat pizza, you get life back. You get SDC and hit points back. Or you get inspiration if you eat pizza. No, I don't know. There's a lot of things we could do. So, all right. Paul says, for a TMNT game, I would expect bizarre Dimension X stuff. Foot Clan and some light violence. Okay. Yeah, definitely. We'd probably reward more if that was the route people wanted to go, was because now I'm thinking more like cartoonish. I would probably reward more of that type of role play. You know, the trash cans over the head, you know, and things like that. I would probably reward those things in order to keep with that feel, to encourage people to play that way. So that would be good. Yeah, you showing more race cars and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is the old Tony Stewart Home Depot car.
Huh? This is a big.
It's a metal race car.
Uh-huh.
He loves his cars, guys. Loves them. Now the monster truck is running over the race car. Yeah, and then like if we're doing that feel, we could give you guys the old turtle van. They used to sling pizzas out of the toy, if I remember correctly. That'd be funny. I do want to feel some heroics, though. That's why I still like the idea of saving people and such. Yeah, no, we would do it just like... I'd probably do it just like an episode if that was the route we went. Yeah, do you like Ninja Turtles?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't have any Ninja Turtles toys, do we?
No.
We might have one. We might have one from a long time ago. Save the city, but be in the shadows. Yeah, that's how you guys played, for sure. Now we know for whom that robot car was being built the other day. Yeah. That would work.
Robot car?
It could be. Do you want that to be a robot car? Mm-hmm. Okay, what's it do?
It does transform.
Ooh, you're going to break my laptop.
It does transform. See?
It transforms?
It does transform.
Where's your dragon transformer? Do you know where that is? Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Okay. You gonna go play with the boat in Lily's room or in your room again? No. It is almost actually like the turtle wagon, but we'd have to get rid of the mini missiles and make it a pizza slinger. That'd be the way to do it. Then we'd have to incorporate the. Hey, don't touch buttons. Don't touch buttons. You'll end this, and then we won't be able to talk to our friends. We could do something. Hey, you can't do that on the computer, buddy. I might end up having to get off here in a second. But we could do something like that involves the green slime, and maybe people are being mutated, or I don't know. I can come up with a ton of ideas. So I can always go to the Palladium forums, dig for ideas there. So there's a lot of things I could do for some TMNT goodness. So. Yeah, my daughter, it's funny, my daughter loves playing D&D. I have a feeling one day my son's going to like it too. So TMNT will definitely be something they play at some point. I'm about to fish hook his mouth just because. Yeah, we can totally do it. So, we'll do a little vote and see if that's what people want to do, if they want to play TMNT or not. And if not a big deal. I like making Heroes Unlimited characters. I still might do it for my channel anyway, or for a different future one-shot. So, yeah, I've got a lot of stuff coming up in March with work. Got at least one closing right now, possibly 3. So if I end up with 3, it's going to be a really busy month. But I should be able to work it out on a Thursday that we can still play. I'm going to try and lock down a date here soon so that I can plan on a Friday morning not being exhausted. Stuff like that. So, what you doing, bud?
I'm back here.
Oh, you want to sit behind me? Okay. You can do that.
And I already put this back like this.
Yeah, okay. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of things that can happen with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, you can just look at the old toy lines and get inspired. I mean, whether it's Turtles in Space or Samurai Turtles, Ninja Turtles take up adult ice hockey with Casey Jones and get into fights. I don't know. There's so many things you can do. So, I mean, there's a character for April O'Neil. So if somebody wanted to play that, they could. It could really work out being really interesting. So, and nobody has to worry about making their own character. Be really easy. So, angsty gothic preteen goats. How about heavy metal goats? Preteen goats. Imagine like Slipknot, because I'm thinking of the Iowa record cover with the goat on the front. There you go. You do like some Slipknot inspired metal thrashing goats. That'd be sweet. But yeah, so also every single time I play a good game of anything, D&D, whatever, I always want to play or run a game of it. With my 2 games that are on my channel, one's run by my wife, one's run by me. My wife, because she's pregnant, doesn't think she's going to have the energy to run any Juggalo chickens. Hey, I used to be really into that stuff, okay? I still have like stuff for that. So be careful. So she's not going to be able to run games or of that for a long time, like until after September. And even then she'll probably be too tired. So we might fuse that group into our other group. So I might have a large D&D group there. But we haven't played that game in a while either. But this is that weird time of the year where I feel like it's tough anyway. But we've got, so it's my sister, her husband, my friend Brian from high school, my wife. We might be adding my friend Brian, who is from Bugbears and Brews. If Andre's in town, maybe he'll play. I think he's going to be off assignment in Michigan here soon, though. And then my friend Matt. So we could end up with 6 players in that group, too. What's that?
You done Mr. Bio.
I'm in the video. I'm making the video.
No.
Yeah, this is the video. And they're watching it. Man, I said I used to be into that culture, and all of a sudden I've only got 1 viewer from 4. That's not good. You are watching it.
You done Mr. Bio.
I don't what?
You done Mr. Bio.
I don't even know what you're saying. Can you say it slower?
You done Mr.
I don't watch this video? I don't know, buddy. All right. So anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's okay, Paul. We're gonna jump off here, I think, just because he, I think, wants to spend some time with me. And I think I've covered all my topics for today. So until I have something else, I'll probably not do another live video for a minute. But hope you enjoyed it, and I enjoyed talking to you guys. Peace. Say bye, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
Can I take a high 5?
Air high 5. Here you go. Do the high five. Get my hand. Get my hand. High five my hand.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay. What are you doing?
Trying and say high five the Beetle.
It doesn't work that way.
It's you.
It do not.
It's you.